went back in time to kill the evil from the future. 2 weeks after the Mage Tower incident, Professor Dana said Admalek of the Red faction ambushed Josephine, while the Black faction attempted to kidnap some of the first-year students. We cannot simply overlook this incident. Professor Laura Lamass said, the Mage Tower insists that it was merely the independent actions of a small minority of their members. Haman Velsh said, of course it was not. There were 2 elder-level mages, along with 50 others who supported them. Professor Dana Arian said, I understand. But even if we try to file a complaint, with Idrin speaking as their representative, we need someone to stand forward as our new chairman. The chairman of Merkaba Academy has traditionally been chosen from the Iryu family. Professor Edgar Linton said, should that not hold true this time as well? Professor Josephine Clara said, the next chairman has already been selected. The professors were shocked. Haman Velsh said, oh, Josephine? So the Iryu family will succeed the position. Professor Josephine Clara said, no, not at all. Aaron Danua emerged from the portal and said, the academy is in chaos after the assassination of the chairman. But that was only the beginning. We are facing a struggle for the survival of humanity as a species. The academy now has only one purpose, to train heroes who will save humanity in this war. To achieve that, I, Aaron Danua, the Danan of Justice and the Master of Heroes, will assume the position of chairman. A few moments later, at the top of the academy, Professor Josephine Clara said, I am still against it. Balthazar is actively targeting you. Unlike 80 years ago, he is no longer acting alone. The Church, the Mage Tower, and the North Kingdom. His forces have grown far stronger than before. Aaron Danua said, that is true, but visiting the academy again after so long makes me feel excited. Professor Josephine Clara was confused. Suddenly, Aaron Danua leapt down from the top of the academy. And at the Merkaba City Emergency Hospital, a nurse said to Alicia Arden, you cannot move yet. Alicia Arden said, bring me my sword. The nurse said, now, why are you acting like this? Alicia Arden said to herself, it should not have come to this. She remembered what Tetez Balthazar had said to her, do not rely on the domain as if it is an invincible move. Alicia Arden whispered, I was so thrilled to finally use the domain. Warren was the one beaten up, but I am the one who ended up in the hospital. Corin was impaled by a spear, but he was back training in the gym the very next day. I am useless, just a worthless person. Frustrated, she gripped the blanket. Then she looked at her hand, confused and shocked. Suddenly, Corin Locke appeared and said, yo. Alicia Arden, caught off guard, blushed while looking at him. Corin. A few moments later, Corin Locke rolled an egg across her face. Gently, wah. It hurts, Alicia Arden cried. Corin Locke said, whew, you are still swollen. Alicia Arden said, I do not have absolute defense or regeneration, so I am in the hospital all the time. I rely on your help, Corin. Corin Locke said, that is good. Alicia Arden was confused. Corin Locke continued, I have a vampire, an indestructible girl, and a swordsman who can wield the domain at my side. Every time, I wonder if I deserve the help all of you give me. But if I can help you in return, then I feel less guilty about leaning on you. It is a little embarrassing to admit, but I still need you. Corin Locke smiled at Alicia Arden. She looked away, blushing, and whispered to herself, one may travel faster alone, but together, they can travel farther. He. Slowly, she looked back at Corin Locke and said, then, would you feed me a honey bomb candy? Let me have a taste of that help. Corin Locke unwrapped a honey bomb candy and thought to himself, we learn together through hardships, and we help each other grow. He happily fed Alicia Arden, who opened her mouth and said, ah. Suddenly, someone snatched the honey bomb candy with tremendous speed. Both Corin Locke and Alicia Arden were shocked. Some learned how to stand back up, while others, Corin Locke thought. Warren blushed while chewing the honey bomb candy. Discover new emotions, Corin Locke finished silently. Warren looked back, flustered. Rand teased her, are you jealous, Hua? Hua snapped, shut up. Outside, Professor Josephine Clara said, they all seem to be healing well, though they act chaotically. Aaron Danua said, Josephine's worries are understandable. Humanity is facing a greater crisis than ever before. Yet even if I lost my powers to my own student, it is not as if my duties have stopped. This place I founded has continued to grow the seeds of heroes. In its long history, perhaps one of those seeds will bloom into the greatest hero of all. His forces may be stronger than 80 years ago, but we can still win. That is why Merkaba Academy has always existed, And a few days later, Ran showed off her wok skills and cooked fried rice. Corin Locke thought we held a party to celebrate Alicia's recovery. Alicia Arden said, I bought this. Corin Locke said, wow, that is a lot. How much was it? Alicia Arden said, 2 gold coins. 2 gold coins. You were scammed. You spent far too much on food. Warren glanced toward the people approaching. Ul said, hey, we brought some mushrooms from the forest. Cranell Luden said, so this is the special dormitory. Come on. Alicia Arden looked at the swords of Lunia Arden and said in confusion, As Jenny Swift Sword, Lena Wave Sword, Milia Illusion Blade, Shirin Dual Blade, and May Dark Sword arrived, Lunia Arden suddenly said, nice to see you, my fiancé. Corin Locke replied, welcome, Lunia. You look well. Lunia Arden said, bring me alcohol. I suffered a deep wound in my heart after the last incident. This debt will carry heavy interest. Corin Locke said, ha ha. Well, everyone here is underage, so I did not buy any alcohol. But we do have food. Guys, bring the food. Suddenly, the table was instantly prepared. Corin Locke exclaimed, whoa, wow, that knife work was done excellently. Is this Alicia's work that preserves the freshness of the fish? Alicia Arden, still making sushi, said, hey. Corin Locke nodded. Good. Next are Huaren's dishes that make perfect use of fire. May Dividing Blade, eating plenty of sushi, said, whoa, not bad at all. Lena Wave Sword added, now this is premier cooking. Lork Boogman laughed and said, haha, this is great. You are lucky, Corin, that 2 people so good at cooking are helping out. Jaeger Hinspeter said, right. So which one do you like best, Corin? While eating, Corin Locke replied, I like... Suddenly he froze, sweating as he muttered to himself, Alicia Arden and Huaren burst with flaming auras, waiting for Corin Locke's reply. Meanwhile, Lork and Jaeger Hinspeter leaned forward and said, spit it out approximately whose dish was slightly better. Corin Locke whispered to himself, if I choose wrong, I might be the one who ends up on the table as a dish. What do I do? Suddenly Ron entered. Boss, he said. Corin Locke turned to him. Ron added, we bought some stuff because I thought it would be rude to come empty-handed. Oh? Corin Locke hugged Ron and said, thank you so much. I like chicken the most. Ren, confused, said, huh? Corin Locke whispered to himself, thank you for saving me, guys. Jaeger Hinspeter sighed. He still hasn't gotten a grip. Lork muttered, leave him be. I am sure he will get himself killed soon enough. Doran Worski spoke up. That is all good, but I would prefer if we began to talk about our work. Lunia Arden agreed, indeed. I do not assume you actually brought this many people just to celebrate Alicia's recovery. Corin Locke said, of course. Let us get to the main topic then. He continued, the reason I invited you all today is to explain the purpose of Corin's guardians. Inwardly, Corin thought, I shared the information I could about the assassination incident and about the goals of Balthazar and his cronies. Balthazar's desire is to raze everything to the ground and build a new world for the gods. Everyone thought it was nonsense at first, but as I explained more about it, they became more serious. When I revealed how the Catholic Church and the Mage Tower had joined forces under Balthazar, and how the Pope of the new church was actually a traitor, some of the devout believers raised objections. Waveblade Lena stood up and shouted, This cannot be! Lunia Arden silenced her. Enough! Corin knows to contain his humor to his jests. This is all trustworthy information he is sharing. She then asked, so how do you intend to fight against such a large adversary? Corin Locke replied, you are all skilled individuals, but you are not enough. Corin's guardian seeks to make you all stronger. So, I brought someone over. The reason I gathered everyone is simple, Corin thought. Erin Danua stepped out of the portal and introduced herself. Greetings, new heroes. My name is Erin Danua. Corin Locke thought. We shall now prepare our counterattack. Thanks for tuning in. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who took the time to watch this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider sharing my videos or channel with your friends who might also enjoy it. Your support means the world to me and helps my channel grow. Let's keep this community thriving together. Until next time, see you in the next video.